Hi, Paul here from Photogenius. Now in this short video I want to talk about my favourite and most used photography accessory of 2018. But before I get into it, I want to just talk about this. Attached to this Canon DSLR camera I have the mini tripod from Manfrotto. This is called the Pixie. This is an absolutely awesome compact travel tripod. It is absolutely tiny, very simple design, folded out like so, comfortably carries or holds a camera like this. To move the camera around, there's a little button here you press, and then you can move the ball head around, so you can reposition the camera very quickly and very easily. It is awesome, and I'm not kidding. From when the day I bought this tripod, it got used almost every single day. It never left my bag. But there are some limitations to this one that we'll come back to in a moment. So as well as using this on a camera like this DSLR here, I also purchased at the time this little adapter, which you can attach to the tripod like so, and then you can use it to hold your smartphone. So I do a lot of videos with my smartphone. I do a lot of time lapses like these with my smartphone, and this again is absolutely awesome. Of course, if you're into selfies, you can use it to take selfies and things as well. It's just a really good little tripod, but it does have its limitations. If you want to do a vertical shot with this tripod, you can't, because the ball head doesn't allow it. There's plenty of movement here, but you can't spin a camera, or in this case the phone, on its side and do a vertical or portrait shot, and that's one of the limitations. The other limitation is this tripod is very small, so this is perfect for compact cameras, phones, small DSLR cameras and mirrorless cameras. But the problem is when you've got a bigger lens that the ball head here doesn't really hold the camera that steady, so the camera may start to just move slightly. So my favorite accessory of 2018 has been this. This is the Pixie Evo. So Evo, I guess, for evolution. This is the next step up. Now this is very similar to the Pixie that came before it, but with a few new key features. Firstly, the tripod head is now larger, so it's a wider area, which I guess means more stability, and you can also get the camera on and off quite easily. So all you do is pop it on. There's a little thumb wheel now that's been added. Turn the thumb wheel and you screw it on like so. Really, really easy. The tripod is clearly larger than the one before. It's got a bigger ball head and the legs are longer. We'll come back to those in a second. Now, one of the nice features about this new Pixie is that you can now pan the camera onto its side. So you've got now every single angle covered. It's really easy to use. Now, to move the camera around on the Pixie Mini, you just press the button and move the ball head around. That was actually a bit quicker. Now you have to turn a knob to move the camera into position, but it's much more rugged and much more stable. Now, if I was using a bigger telephoto lens or a heavier camera, stability used to be an issue. Now it's not, because the legs can be extended. And the further apart the legs are, the more stable this camera will be. So it gives you a bit more height and definitely gives you a lot more stability. Now, not only can you extend the legs, but if I get rid of this camera, you can also spread the legs out much further. So now the tripod is really close to the ground. So once again, the closer to the ground you are, the further apart the legs you are, the more stable the camera will be. Plus, I guess if you like doing maybe macro photography where you want to get really close to the ground, this is a really great solution. Now again, the great thing about this tripod, because I've got a bunch of tripods and most of them are actually quite big. I've got full-size tripods that get quite a lot of use, but you can't always carry the bigger tripods around with you. Sometimes it's impractical, particularly if you're traveling. So that's the niche market for this type of tripod. And once again, as I said, this little mini tripod for almost 2 years never left my bag, but this year this has replaced it. Now the Pixie Mini Original is a really great tripod, and I've used this one so much that I'm actually now wearing out the little screw thread here on the tripod, so it's not as good as it used to be, but I will probably replace this anyway because I do like it. So look, there it is. Very short video. Just wanted to let you know what for me has been the accessory, the thing I've pulled out of my bag, the thing I've used the most this year. The Pixie Evo from Manfrotto. A really great tripod. Now if you're interested in finding out more about these, I'll put some links down below the video. I hope you've enjoyed this short video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, consider subscribing to my channel, and of course you can leave, as usual, comments, suggestions down below. I hope to see you soon. See ya.